Hello again to my hello again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video. So I'm just gonna talk about a lot of things that society are okay with, because I like to believe that society is being controlled by sociopaths as well as narcissistic people. So that's why I feel like there's a lot of drama, a lot of destruction, a lot of things that does not bring peace in our earthly rhythm, Mother Earth. So I'm like, you know what? I need to speak about genuine kindness, genuine help. You know, so you hear a lot of people talking about they are helping you, genuinely, and but somehow it made you feel some type of way. Yes, there are people who take advantage of other people situation. For example, I had a lot of situation where I came across people who were telling me that they're actually helping me, but they were not helping me, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna touch on my own personal experience too, because why not? Oh gosh, I'm testing. So yes, what okay, I think there are actually a lot of way to make you avoid certain individual who are not genuine helping you. Well, okay, when I'm speaking of genuine help, is whereby you are helping someone without any kind of any expectation. You are helping someone without, like, for example, I'm helping you, um but you're helping someone wi- having zero expectation to be your friend, because you are just helping someone, like you're in a situation that you can help. You are in a situation where you feel like you guided to help someone, and you have zero expectation whether whatever that they are doing, probably they are working on their manifesting their dreams, and then you hereby you want to help, and then you're helping that someone genuinely. You're not expecting anything, you're not expecting friendship, you're not expecting recognition from them. So I'm talking about that kind of help, because I like to believe when you are helping someone, you're not supposed to expect anything. When you happen to hold space for someone, you're not gonna about like, oh, I help that person, that kind of thing. I'm talking about genuine help, because I feel like a lot of people in our society, I still miss I'm not gonna say they are being thrown in a wrong way, because I feel like some of them, they choose to be like that. They like to be in control, like to control other people. So for as I mentioned that will mention more of my own experience as a way, another way of referencing what I'm actually talking about, because there are actually a lot of people who are doing people dating in the name of I'm helping you, I'm genuinely helping you. So you need to be aware of this kind of situation and kind of people. So firstly, I'm going to talk about how you can actually avoid people who using your situation as if they are actually helping you, but instead they are not helping you, but they want to use your situation for your whatever, for their agenda, their personal gain whatsoever. So of course, when you are a human being, you should, the first step in everything in order to avoid such bullshit, you have to know what you bring in the table. Even if you feel like you're not abundant you're not experiencing financially abundance, but you shouldn't be in a crocodile hands. You shouldn't be not knowing what exactly you bring in the table. So when you know what you bring in the table, being singly, being out of friends, like not having friends, it may be hard, but it does not bother you much to the point that you feel like you're supposed to put yourself in a situation whereby you feel like, some people are not your friends, some people are not um they don't feel like if your family. Instead they feel like karmic family. So when you know what you bring in the table, you should not be afraid to eat alone. So that's another step, another thing that you should be aware of when you are actually someone. who need to avoid, how to avoid certain people who are actually acting like they are genuinely helping you when they are not. For it's for their own agenda, or maybe it's for their personal gain. I don't know. So when I'm talking about genuine kindness, when you know what you bring in the table, you will spot someone who's wanna help you uh genuinely, and someone who's wanna help you because of their own ego. So you should know what you bring in the table. You should know your worth. You should know what you bring in the table, because what you bring in the table, it's gonna make you, because you know that you bring what you bring in the table. So you are gonna be aligned with people who actually having such values and principles, who wanna help you genuinely, who don't wanna help you um because it's help them, just promote them in any way, or it fits on their ego. So those situations, they can be uh disgusting, when people are up, they make you feel like they are genuinely helping you, but they are not. So for example, okay, as I said, know your worth, as well as know what you bring in the table. Thirdly, you should be, of course, you should allow your gut feeling. Sometimes you won't even know that. Okay, your gut feeling will tell you that, nah, don't take this help from this person. Don't allow this person to help you in any manner. And then you feel like, nah, because you are in a period of, probably you are desperate for help. You ask help to a wrong person, and then that person, at the end of the day, they disappoint you just the way that you are actually, you felt like they're disappointing you. For example, I was in a situation where, when I was a university student, I was doing my last year. So I had a situation where my funding was not funded. I was not yet funded. So meaning I had whole February, meaning I had whole February without food, without anything. So I had a lot of little money, and my food was not even there. Lucky, because I was living in a resident that is nearby, so transport was available. The only thing that was not available, it was food, as well as the other things that actually. But my cosmetics were actually can cover the whole month. So I asked this girl once, and then, I had the gut feeling that, no, don't ask her. But because I was desperate, I needed food and whatsoever. So she didn't borrow me money. Instead, she suggested, let's eat together. I don't know how to feel about, because I am not someone who actually, I rarely find people who actually eat what I eat. People are not, don't care about what I eat sometimes. So I was kind of like, oh, what if we don't eat the same food? So because I was desperate, I went for it. And then here I was, because I was not comfortable. It's not something you should be comfortable. So I was not taking 3 meals from her. Instead, I would go for 1 meal, because what? I'm in a situation where I need help. So taking 3 meals from me, if I felt like I'm taking advantage of it, I don't like doing that. So I went for 1 meal a day. So me not knowing what exactly is going on behind, until one of the day I came across, like, later April. So my funding was available in March. So I everything went back to normal. So I had to thank God by buying something nice to, because I was grateful. I was in a desperate mood. I was in a desperate space in my life. So I needed help. So what happened is, I found out from others, uh, her other friends, that she helped me. And all those other friends, everybody knows that she helped me. And I was like, yes, it didn't feel right. I don't know why I got angry, but at the same time, I didn't show that I am actually angry at her. It just didn't feel right with me. Like, I was like, maybe there's something's wrong with me, because I've been told that I'm crazy for the way I view things, and the way my perspective is always different from them. So when someone helps you and their friends about your business, it bothered me, but I didn't know what exactly is bothering me. Because you know what, initially my instinct was told me that I should not ask for help from this person. Secondly, I got information from download why I'm angry, but at the same time I did not pinpoint. It was still a unfinished puzzle. What made me angry, what exactly it is. Because I realize I'm actually withdrawing from her, from a lot of things, because I've realized after later on, I'm like, oh wow, now it makes sense why I was angry. Because when I help someone, I don't tell their business to others, because I don't understand why you're telling other people's business or someone else's business to other people. I find it manipulative. I find it it's based on your ego. When you're helping someone, you're helping them genuinely. You're not helping them because of your ego. So that how I felt in coming across one of her friends, be like, oh, I heard that, oh, this girl help you with this and that and that. I'm like, what? So those kind of things, I will never understand when you're actually helping someone and putting your ego on it. So that was one of the things that actually I feel like my gut feeling was on point about it, but because I was me, desperate, needed food, and I was hungry, I asked help from her. So yeah, those kind of things, it's something that you should be aware of. As I mentioned, in order for you to avoid certain people who are actually acting like they are genuinely helping you, you need to know what you put in the table. So when you know what you put in the table, you know your principles and values, and you are sure about them. And two, sitting alone as well as not having friends, being singly, it will make you avoid people who actually using the word I'm genuinely helping you, because you know that they are not genuine you, because your principles and values, you can tell someone is moving different. You can tell if you're someone who value on that on that on the, oh gosh, who value genuine, integrate, honestly, loyalty. When your principles and values are aligned, you, and someone is moving weird, I know we're all different, but you can tell when someone is moving different. So knowing what you put in the table, it will make you avoid a lot of shit. Secondly, know your worth. Three, your gut feeling will never wrong. Listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna make another example where, okay, last year I was actually selling certain product, and those product that I was actually selling, so obviously it service for people. It's a product that is actually necessary for people around me. So I had this customer. He was not a regular buyer, but he came and buy. So I was not like that much attached as he. Okay, I'm not attached to most as customers. So this customer, he came up to me and said, I'm supporting you. I'm supporting your business just in case you make it. And I was like, what does it mean? I don't know, but it made me feel like vomiting. I had to have a poker face, obvious, but in case you making it, in case you are winning, in case you are making it big, is that help? Is that really help? Because when you are helping someone, why are you bringing up the fact that they're gonna make it big? And when you're making big, so now you're gonna point like oh, I made that person, those kind of individual who always wanna take credit for other people's effort and dedication as well as devotion in whatever work that they do. Because my business, it was my business, okay? So when you're telling someone that if in case they make it big, what do you mean by that? Is it help, or you're having this entitlement that you actually have? I genuinely hate people who are actually entitled to other people's success, to other people's um, way of whatever. So it's not just that customer that made me question. Like I met a lot of people who use such statement, as well as toxic parents who actually entitled when you are progressing. Like for example, you pass matric, it's not about you. They make it, it's about them. Like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been graduated. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't get that promotion. If it wasn't for me, you would be that musician. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't you wouldn't have that house. You know, when people are complimenting your looks and be like, that toxic mother be like, oh, oh, it's all me. It's all like, the compliment is on me, it's not on you. So those kind of thing where everything they turn it up to be about them. So when you uh okay, as I mentioned, we're graduating. The graduation is not about, even probably she end up pulling up a graduation party, and the party, it doesn't feel like it yours. They take it away from you and be like, I remember when my graduation happened, when I was graduating from university, and then I felt like that graduation was not for me, and I was like, nah. I was so disappointed, but at the same time, I didn't have any expectation from that woman. She might be the woman that gave birth to me, but so I'm talking about those kind of things. So I'm trying this video. I'm actually trying to make you not view small things as small things. When something is bothering you about someone's help, I'm talking about those individuals who actually take your situation, take advantage of your situation. For example, going broke, and then like, obvious, when you're going broke. For me, example, um I'm very introverted. When I'm struggling, I withdraw from people. When I'm happy, I also withdraw from people. I'm actually a very very much introverted person. I deal with a lot of things when I'm overwhelmed alone. So I withdraw from a lot of things because I need to get guidance alone. I need to know that okay, it's gonna be okay. But most of the time, I withdraw from people in order for me to deal with whatever that is going on in my life. So me being like that, it means when I'm going through some financial problem, obvious, I'm not gonna go out. I'm like, oh, my financial situation is like this. Even if my financial situation is sexy, I'm not gonna so it's not in me. I'm like, I'm flaunting my finance, like, it's not in me. So what okay, I'm gonna reach out to that person, specific person, that I feel like I can talk about them, about whatever the situation that I'm actually facing. And then you hear a lot of people knowing your business. I find it like, were you really helping? As well as other people be like, oh, go and find a job, as if like I'm not applying for jobs. Those kind of people who think people who are actually not employed, they are actually not applying for a job. It's the same thing when you're telling someone who's actually chubby, who's not in a slimmer body, you're eating a lot. Who said people who actually all of people who are chubby actually because they're eating a lot? Those kind of, they act like they are helping, but at the same time they're actually laughing in your face. I'm talking about those kind of individual. It's easy to avoid them if you actually are aware of. Don't be okay with things that make you feel like dizzy. Sometimes people make comments that you're like, huh? So yeah, don't be okay with such situation. Don't be okay with people who use the word genuinely helping you. Every time when manipulative people, narcissistic people, or sociopathic people, they act like, okay, I remember a situation where, those male friends that you actually have. I actually let go of my male friend because of that, where I told them that I actually broke up with my ex, meaning I'm broken, meaning I need to heal, meaning I'm still experiencing the pain. And then they didn't even wait for a month for me. They were all telling me that they're crushing on me, on what, that kind of thing. I will never understand friends who actually do that. Like, you know, I'm actually going through a lot. You knew I did care about that person. Just because it ended, it doesn't mean that I stop caring about him. Instead, I'm healing myself, so I need to stay away from him whatsoever. So, you know, those kind of male friends who just hit up on you because now I find it sociopathic. I'm not okay with that. I'll never be okay with that. Your friends are telling you that they're actually crushing on you. Just 1 month the 1 month out of a relationship already, they're telling you that. I find it sociopathic, as well as those individuals who are actually acting like they're genuinely helping you in order for to like um I went out, for example, I went through a breakup, and then they're acting like they care. Probably they're gonna take you out, or as well as celebrate. They do some people do celebrate a breakup because probably you've been in that relationship for years for year ever, and it was not working, so they were actually waiting for you to end it. So because they knew that it's not gonna go well, because that person was not respecting you in any sense. So uh they make some sort of a celebration for you, because to congratulation for letting go finally. Of course, just because they're celebrating, it doesn't mean it's not hurting. But yes, they're acting like they are helping you and whatsoever. But most of, and at the end of the day, okay, what they do after doing all of their celebration, acting like they care about you and all that, and the next thing, other people know what exactly is happening inside you, inside your own universe. So, you know, sometimes a lot of things people do that I'm actually not okay, that I will never be okay with. Acting like you're helping someone, knowing exactly that you are leaking information about them. Oh, I find it, I find her room not hygienic, because when I was going through a breakup, my room was not in a clean space. It was not clean. Even I stopped going to classes. Like, it was hard. Like, I was going through a lot. So you, someone coming with something like, oh, probably food or bucket fruit, and then not that they are here there to help you, they're just there to check up on you, that are you winning, are you dying, bitch, you know, those kind of attitude that people, and be like, why are you doing that, you know? So I'm talking about genuine help here. So don't allow people to make you feel otherwise, just because they're acting like they're genuinely helping you, but at the end, but they're not. Even those individual that they know that you are actually pursuing your dreams, what they do, they end up distracting you. Be like, go find a job, go find government job. Even if you told them that you don't want a government job, you know, the job that you actually want, you want a job that won't require your brain, probably a job that will give you time to think, you know, that is not permanent, that probably contract job. They'll be like, oh, you're crazy, you know, those kind of individuals, they're acting like they're helping you, but they don't. They're not. It's not help, it's not genuine. It's just you hate that person because you hate what you want, he or she want. She said she want this, and then you distracting them from their life purpose. I find it, you know. So yes, I was talking about genuine help. So don't allow people to tell you otherwise when you know what you want, you know. So people will use the word genuine help, but it deep down they're not genuine helping you. They just wanna check, are you that down, because they're waiting for you to lose. They're waiting for you to lose. They're waiting for you to have no more motivation, no more stamina to go through with it. They're waiting you to give up in order for them to laugh at you else, laugh at your own, laugh at your face, and it's like, what were you thinking? You know, those kind of comment, be like, you know. So thank you guys for liking, for subscribing on my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate that, as well as those people who actually viewing my content. But wait, let's have a little talk. you're liking, you're viewing. So why are you not subscribing then? So it's okay to subscribe on my YouTube channel, but you're not forced. So thank you guys for liking, subscribing, as well as viewing my content. Bye.